Whew, what a night. What a night it was. Family and friends were over watching the game. It was a great time. I did not post any videos yesterday on game day. I was saving it for today, so here we go. Purdue was not going to let Michigan run the ball easily. Luckily, we have J.J. McCarthy on our team, and he was 24 of 37 for 335 yards. And some of his throws were not on target, a little bit behind, a little ahead on some of them, but that is to be expected when you throw that many times. It felt to me like Michigan wasn't trying to push the issue and got in and out of this game without any major injuries with Penn State coming up next. They ate the clock, and they ate the clock early. Roman Wilson had 9 catches for 143 yards, and Loveland had 4 catches for 55 yards. And 7 different wide receivers had multiple catches in this game, so he's spreading the ball around very nicely, keeping his eyes down the field, finding the holes in the defense, and delivering for the most part. Blake Corum, like I said, the ground game struggled, but he still came away with 3 touchdowns, pushing his career total to 47. And now he is only behind Anthony Thomas on the all-time touchdowns list. He has 55, so Blake Corum has 8 more to go before the season ends. Will he do it? I think he could. Edwards did not break out in this game like I thought he would, but Samaj Morgan had a 44-yard reverse, and also Kalel Mullings came back in this game and had 4 carries for 20 yards and looked pretty good. So offensively, it was just kind of ho-hum, move the ball down the field, and score touchdowns. Pretty much like it was every week so far, except for a couple of field goals that Michigan had to settle for. Defensively, Michigan kept, oh, and by the way, there was a holding call on Corum where he just laid a guy out when he was trying to jump over Corum, and they called that a holding penalty, which kind of stalled the drive there and gave Purdue a little spark of hope in the first half, and I did not agree with that call whatsoever. Defensively, though, Michigan kept everything in front except for a couple of plays. Purdue had 2 field goals at halftime, but one of those came off the special teams error where it hit our guy and Purdue recovered the ball. Then they gave up a touchdown late to Purdue, like right at the end. They ruined my spread, my pick for the spread, but that's okay. I did pretty good elsewhere this week, but that made it 41-13. 13 is the most points Michigan has given up all season. Before that, it was 10 on the road at Minnesota, and every other game has been single digits. So the defense is still rolling along nicely. Didn't show too much. It wasn't very exotic, I don't think. Only 1 sack all game. Will Johnson did have an interception in this game and returned it 20-some yards, so that was nice to see as well. So just my quick thoughts on what Michigan football's performance was like during the Purdue game. I would give it a B+. Things to work on. They didn't execute on every single play, which you expect a team of Michigan's caliber to do versus Purdue. Had some mistakes, but overall a good performance. The week before, we traveled to Happy Valley to play Penn State on Big Noon kickoff on Fox next week. So there you have it. It wasn't the shutout we all wanted. It wasn't the game where Edwards was going to break out. It was just a 41-13 performance. Growing pretty accustomed to them kind of performances. Now the season starts, like I said, on the road at Happy Valley, at Maryland, and then Ohio State to end the season in the game. And they didn't look very good versus Rutgers either. So elsewhere around the league, you'll find out what happened in the resume ranking that is coming out here shortly today. So stay tuned for that one. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and go blue.